Today I'll be exposing a secret most personal trainers don't want you to know. But first, if you are new here, hi, hello, I'm Coach Casey. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach that works specifically with gamers as a gamer myself who started her weight loss journey with video games. So, what is that secret most personal trainers don't want you to know? The fact that the gym is not the only way. When you talk about your weight loss journey online, a influx of personal trainers just like myself usually will come in the comments and tell you what you're doing wrong, whether it be because you shared you were doing a Stairmaster workout and they want you to go weight train, or because you shared your weight training and they believe that weight training will make you bulky, so they want you to go do cardio. Whatever it is, however that trainer functions, they're going to try and sell you that their program is the only way to do things. And the reality is, no program is the only way to do things. If it works for you, great. If you love that trainer, great. But you shouldn't be hiring a trainer purely because they tell you their way is the only way. And I fully believe that even as a trainer myself, my way is not the only way, and I work with my clients consistently to ensure that whatever way they want to guide their journey works for them and their lifestyle, even if that means they are hiring purely for just nutrition and using video games as their workouts. In order to support this journey, I, as a streamer, have been testing different fitness games on my streams for over a year now. I don't always put my reviews out, but I will test different ones and show off different games that I really enjoy and have found a lot of benefit in for other clients or talking with other people that have also had similar benefits in weight loss with those games. Now, in the past, I have reviewed such things as Ring Fit Adventure from the Nintendo Switch, Beat Saber, which is across many VR platforms at this point, and an up-and-coming game that I was invited to demo as a tester called Slam that was a tennis rhythm-based game. Now, I have been looking for new games to test as I also use these workouts as an intermediary between my weight training here at home. And if you have games you would like for me to test, please feel free to drop those in the comments and I will take a look at them and add them to my roster of games to review in the future. Now, let's talk about this week's game. This week's game is Punch Fit. Punch Fit is a VR-based game, but also in recent time have become a mixed reality game that you can play on headsets that support that functionality. Punch Fit was a free game on Steam for me to be able to play on my headsets, but is also available through the Meta Store and other VR headset stores. So if you don't have a PC at home, don't worry, you can still utilize this game as long as you have your VR headset. There is one thing that immediately was interesting about this game to me. It is a pure boxing game. Most of the other games I've played in the VR platform were subscription-based, different styles of workouts, with boxing happening to be one of those styles. This one is completely free, no subscription to my knowledge in the 30 minutes that I played it to test it, and only boxing. It's a little bit of a memory game, as you'll see when we get into the clip footage from the stream where I tested this, but the big thing is it doesn't have anything else. That is immediately a downside to me because it's not as flexible and versatile to use in different scenarios for things such as weight training or small on-the-go scenarios, or even just light duty versus heavy duty days. Really, your only adaptable feature with Punch Fit was the fact that you could change how long of a workout you're working and the style of punches and speed you're looking at when it comes to songs and other options picking from the workouts. That being said, that does not discount this game as a good thing to incorporate in your current workout routine or start working out at home. I will jump straight into the clips though and give you my opinions with the game up in front of you. So here's the game. All right, let's just jump straight into it. Punch Fit is not that different from the other boxing games that I've demoed here and on my stream. It is very cardio based. It is very focused on basic punching functions. However, the one major difference is this screen up in front of you. Most other VR punching games that I've experienced in the form of Supernatural and FitXR have the things that you're supposed to punch floating up in front of you, coming into you Beat Saber style, as if you're slashing the notes. Instead, you're punching whatever object it is for that game. This one has more of a boxing light kind of situation. And as I've mentioned, it is very kind of memory focused. So if you can't memorize the punches very well, then you're going to struggle even scoring well in this game, which makes it very frustrating. Another thing I noticed, this might just be a me thing, but because of the fact that you have the square in front of you, it's hard to get the right punches out, because when I see something on the left side of my screen, I want to punch it with my left hand, even though I'm supposed to be punching it with my right. It is a weird memory flip that happens to me, but I'm sure I'm not the only one here. That is not really a flaw with the game because it's the right style of punches, but it kind of forces you to do the right style of punches with the right hands. Whereas other games, as long as you punch the object, it really doesn't matter what hand you did it with or what way you dodged or things like that. While sometimes it matters, most of the time it does not. So that was a unique experience I had with this game that I didn't have with other games in the past. The other thing I noticed is that a lot of the other games have a little bit more downtime with dodging in between, or just downtime to show you the different moves, and the leaderboard is more present and more community based than this game was. This game seems to be more focused on being a solo workout rather than community, even though there are leaderboards and rewards you can gain to get items in game. So it felt a little bit more like a video game and less like a workout, which, depending on how you get into the VR games, if you're getting into them to work out or if you're getting into them to feel like you're still playing a video game, will depend on how you feel about that. From the personal training perspective, it is a light cardio workout. I would say this game in particular, due to the lack of variety it has, would be more something you take on the go with you to work out in a hotel because minimal space is required, or something you incorporate in on your off days in your regular training program. It's not something that you can solely rely on like Ring Fit or FitXR due to the variety of workouts it provides. And you can't really use it as a full workout on a heavy training day. It's pretty light. It's mostly cardio. However, I did feel sore, but that's just due to different types of movement that I'm not really doing when I loaded this game up. I'm not boxing every day like I used to be. So now that I'm going back into playing boxing video games, I get a little sore due to muscles that aren't really activated super well during my training. And that's about it for this one. The interface is nice. The one major benefit it has is the fact that it has no subscription, whereas FitXR and Supernatural, which are the two leading apps in this space, in my opinion, both have subscription-based workouts, and that comes in the form of the variety they provide versus this game, which was free and doesn't have as much variety. The songs also are all kind of musical, potentially copyright free style music, so it's not as fun to get into the exercise as, say, a Zumba workout in FitXR or the switch boxing alternative that has pop songs integrated with the boxing workouts. You take some, you lose some, but it's an okay app. So as you can see, Punch Fit is a great option for on-the-go workouts. My one major concern with this, and I mentioned it while I was streaming this live, is the fact that it doesn't make you switch sides in the middle of a workout. You will do a full 12, 20, however long the session you chose is, on the one side. Now, you are punching with both hands, but you're doing the same repetitive movement on each side. So you're either jabbing or going for a straight, and you never have to reverse it and work with your non-dominant side, or vice versa if you are not dominant on the side it recommends. work with your dominant side while training in this app. Other boxing apps that I've used in the past have required you to switch sides either in the middle of the workout or after a full session on one side, you would flip to the other, and that would be a part of the total time. So that is one major concern. We don't want to become very one-side dominant because we are already naturally one-side dominant as humans for the most part. So continuing to fuel that can create imbalances in our body that we don't necessarily want in our muscle structures. That being said, this game, the way it is programmed, the way the individual sessions are programmed is very much cardio and not so much muscle building. There isn't rests in between each of your individual sessions, and it's very much so built to be a cardiovascular activity and not muscle building. So this would be great for on the go or in between your weight training sessions as a day off kind of activity. But I would still recommend adding in weight training sessions, as this is not a replacement for those types of things if that is something that is in your goal range. If simply just looking for a fun way to start to work out and start to lose weight, then this game is a great way to do so. This game was also free. There was no subscription. I didn't pay for it. It is free on Steam, so you do have to have a PC to incorporate this with your MetaQuest headset or other headsets. But in comparison to something like Supernatural or FitXR, there is no subscription base that I found while playing this game, which makes it a better option than going into those games if you are money conscious and already have a headset. Now, this headset, I believe, or this game, I believe, is available for both the older headsets and the newer ones, so you can play it on either, as long as you have that AirLink capability between your headset and your PC. However, that is Punch Fit. I do these reviews once a month on my Twitch channel, but if you want to continue to see these reviews or have specific games you would like me to sit down, play, review as a personal trainer or nutrition coach, feel free to drop those in the comments. And if you want to see more future reviews, make sure you click that subscribe button and make sure you have your notifications on so you can see when those reviews go live in the future, as I'm going to be trying to review at least one new game a month as the fitness game industry continues to explode and gives people more options to work out from home in more fun ways, especially as a gamer where it's more fun to play games than sit at the gym.